being a black man in Thailand. This is an amazing place to be. Now, I know a lot of African American people back home in America, they feel as if once they leave, that same racism back home, that same systematic oppression back home will exist everywhere else, especially Thailand. I had an ex and she thought, oh, they're not gonna like me for my black skin, this, that, and third. No, that's just a poison that was programmed in your mind. See, you people are generationally traumatized. You have too much generational trauma and you're holding on to that and you feel as if the world is judging you. The world is gonna hate you. The world is racist. No, the world is not racist. The whole world is not racist. Not against you. Maybe at the most, in particular, America hates you as a black African American. Everywhere else, they're fine. And even in America, you can get by if you're just a decent person. If you're just a decent person, okay? So, being out here in Thailand, it's a wonderful place because to me, that doesn't exist here. I haven't been looked at any kind of crazy way. At most, they're looking at my hair. They're very interested. They're very intrigued. If you want more familiarity and you want to be around more African Americans, there's a lot of African Americans in Pattaya. There's the most there. There are some African Americans here in Bangkok. That's where I'm at currently. But for the most part, a lot of them are in Pattaya. But you got to be wary. Pattaya is very party oriented. It's party, party, party. Go, 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 go. So whoever you are as an individual back home, just know that when you come here, it's going to elevate it up 2 to 3-fold. So if you're a party person and you like to drink and you like to smoke back home in America or wherever you're from, you're going to do that 2 times to 3 times more here because it can definitely be a party city every night if you want it to be. No matter where you go, it can be like that. And it's affordable to party here. Extremely affordable. So I got a couple of do's and don'ts if you're going to come here to Thailand, particularly Bangkok, because I haven't really been anywhere else yet. So you got to be wary. Number one, if you're going to come here and you're going to use the ATMs, be careful because the ATM fee is kind of high. It's going to cost you $7 to $8 to withdraw some funds. So if you're going to withdraw funds, make sure it's a large amount that's going to last you quite a bit of time. Maybe not the whole month, but 2 weeks. Me, I like to withdraw for the whole month. That's just me personally, right? Or I like to withdraw at the very least 2 weeks. That's why I said 2 weeks at the minimum, because those fees can rack up pretty quickly and you're going to spend a lot of money on fees. So that's number one. Number two, if you're going to come here, you need to get their version of Uber and or Lyft, which is Bolt and Grab. Now, it's not as expensive as back home. Contrary to popular belief, Uber back home for a short, like 10 to 15 minute ride is going to cost you like 25, maybe 30 bucks, depending on where you're at. It could even be more in America, but 20 at the very least. It's going to cost you quite a bit of money. Here, you can get a Grab and/or Bolt ride, a 20-minute to 30-minute ride. It will cost you $3 to $4, $3 to $4. It's incredibly affordable here. It's incredibly affordable here. So I love that. That being an option of transportation, also public transportation being so readily available at any given point is amazing. Bus, train, Grab, walking. There's sidewalks everywhere. You can walk to your destination if you have the time to. That's the amazing part about being here. So that's number two. Number three, you have to have a daily budget. You have to have a daily budget. Don't come here thinking, oh, it's so affordable. There's no way I can just spend all my money. You can absolutely spend all your money. You can spend all your money everywhere in the world. I guarantee you. So if you don't have a daily budget, your life here will become extremely expensive. I've seen condominiums. You can get condominiums here or condos for as little as $200 a month. Actually, it can even go lower, $110 a month, right? But there's budgets for everyone because they're not going to stop someone who wants to pay $10,000 a month for a condo. Why would they? There's budgets for everyone. There's rich people here, there's poor people here, there's middle class here. Everyone has their budget that they're comfortable with spending. So you got to figure out what your budget is. What's your everyday cost going to be? What's your everyday cost for transportation, food, and etc., right? Miscellaneous things. Me personally, I got a $10 budget. I'm saving aggressively. I came here with a plan. I'm getting money. I have enough money to sustain myself here, more than enough money to sustain myself here. And I have an aggressive savings plan because I want to not only save, I want to invest and start building some wealth. I got to take advantage of the place that is Thailand because the cost of living is so low. The affordability for everything is so low. That's my plan. You need to figure out what your plan is. I think number 4, this is what we're on. You have to be careful. If you're not careful as far as dating is concerned, and this is particularly for the guys, I don't know about the women, but I do have something for the women as well. If you come here, for the women first, be careful with how you advertise yourself because people are going to think you're a freelancer. Basically, that means you're selling yourself. There are a lot of freelancer chicks here. Actually, there are tons of Africans here that are from Kenya, they're from Ghana, and they're selling themselves because they make a lot of money that way here. They're making a lot of money. Even the Thai people. I met some Thai women, and there's quite a few freelancers here where they are the product. If you want a product and you want them as that item, they have a price for you. Women, like I said, you got to be careful because everyone thinks that if you're dressed just a little bit provocative or sexy, that you're selling it. Now for the dudes, there are quite a bit of lady boys here. There are quite a bit of lady boys here in Thailand. Actually, there might be, I'm just playing, there might not be more lady boys than women here, but there are a concerning amount of lady boys here. I will tell you that. So you gotta be wary. If you're out here and you're on the dating apps like Tinder, Thai Friendly, Bumble, or whatever dating app you're gonna use, you need to read those bios because they will say lady boy, and some of them don't even say lady boy. So you have to ask. You have to ask. They're that indistinguishable from the actual woman. I'm not joking. I am not joking. So you got to be careful if you're going to date out here. The lady boys are prevalent and they're very, very hard to indistinguish from the actual women. But if you're into lady boys, I guess so. This is the perfect land for you to be at. Okay? Number 5, what I would say here. If you're going to come here and you're looking for a place to stay, I used Airbnb for the majority of my time here. I've only ever been in Bangkok, so I'm not well versed with Thailand. But if you're going to come to Thailand and you're looking for a place to stay, I would recommend you because I've overpaid. I've overpaid 100%. I paid $100, actually 100%, almost 100% more than what the price was that other people had got because I booked through Airbnb. Now, what these people did, right, I paid my first hostel that I went to, actually my second hostel, I paid the exact same amount that what I'm paying for this place here. And I was sharing accommodations with people, which is crazy. Here, I have a bed, my own bed. I have my own shower and toiletry that I don't share with anyone, private. And I have a refrigerator and a closet. I have all that here in this space that you see right now that isn't very much visible. But in a hostel situation, like I said, I paid the exact same amount to share accommodations with others. For those in America, African American people, and everyone else across the world that's watching this video, a hostel situation is a place where you share a living space with people. So it's almost like military style. You go into a room, there's bunk beds. There might not be bunk beds with every hostel. I have been into another hostel where there weren't bunk beds, but it was 3 people to a room. So it could be 3 people to a room. However the host has it organized, it could be 3 people to a room, 2 people to a room. It could be 8 people to a room. It can be that high as 8 people. So my last hostel, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there was 8 people to a room. 8 people, but 10 people could be in the hostel max because they did have 2 private rooms that were for sale. So it just depends. And like I said, I overpaid for that place. I paid $260, which is the same amount here, because I didn't know any better. The people that got a better price, they paid $150 or maybe slightly even lower than $150. Remember, I paid $260 to share accommodations with people. All they said was that they contacted the host and they worked out an agreement off Airbnb. So if you want to take that risk, you absolutely can do so. This place isn't a bad place. It's extremely safe. It's extremely safe. And I guarantee you this, when I went to the gym, I would leave my wallet somewhere at my last station where I had worked out at. I would come back and my wallet would be there with money, right? Nobody stole from me. Now, I don't recommend you do that, but this is just to show as an example how safe this place can be and is, okay? I would also say this, number 5, get yourself a gym membership. Now, a lot of Thai people, they don't actually work out, but they work out more than the average American because they walk everywhere. They have forms of transportation. There's so many people here that walk every day. Every day. Back home, you can barely walk in America because the zoning laws suck and you absolutely need a vehicle to get around. I've never used public transportation in my life in America. Never. I can't even remember the last time that I used public transportation outside of Uber, right? But like public transportation that is that pretty much free to the people or cost as little as possible, it sucks at home. It absolutely sucks. And they don't do as many trips. Here, it's very, very possible. And a lot of the Thai people, they don't work out because they're working out every day. They walk a ton. But you as a Westerner or wherever you're coming from, if you're coming to Thailand, specifically I'm making this video for African Americans, but for everyone in general, when you come here, get yourself a gym membership. There are gym memberships for all ranges. Jets is the hugest, I think the hugest gym out here as far as the vast amount of locations. I used to go to Muscle Factory. It's pretty expensive, $60 a month. That was the most I've ever paid for a gym. And it was beautiful, an amazing gym, but there's all budgets for everyone. I would recommend going to Jets because it's 24/7. You can work out at night, you can work out in the morning, you can work out whenever you're free. Muscle Factory, you can't do that even though they have a ton of equipment. Beautiful place to work out. I absolutely love Muscle Factory. But Jets is just more readily available. It's way more readily available and they have everything that you're gonna need in a gym and there's so many locations. So I would go with Jets when you come here. It's perfect. Trust you me. And I believe I covered this already, but if I haven't covered this, like I said, it's not racist here in Thailand. In America, I feel as if people, especially African Americans, they think the world doesn't like them just as much as America, but it's not the case. Systematic oppression, racism, and violence that is acted upon African Americans do not exist abroad. They don't care about that, especially in Thailand or Southeast Asia in general. They don't care about that, okay? That is an American thing. You're poisoned. Your mind has been destroyed. Generational trauma exists within your blood. Your well-being, you feel as if you're a slave and that you're a slave not only in America, but you're a slave around the whole world. That is not the case. People want you, people love you, people want to communicate with you. You are loved abroad, everywhere. The music, black people, music exists here. African American music, they play it all the time. They love it, right? They love it. They love to talk to you. They love to see you, right? The more people here, the better. Right, the African Americans that can contain themselves and be respectful individuals, okay? But they love you. They love you. There's a couple of hood guys out here that I've seen, that I've met, and they know how to carry themselves. They don't feel that same oppression or stigmatism that exists back home. So I'm telling you, that mindset that you have in America, it doesn't exist here. It doesn't. So get that out of your mind. Enjoy when you come abroad, enjoy this place. And don't think about, oh, they're going to judge me for my black skin, this, that, and the third. They don't care about that. How are you as an individual? How are you as a person? That's what matters most. You're a person like everyone else. You bleed like everyone else. It doesn't matter.